Taekwondo!
Basic movements. Training. Self-defense. Feet and hands without weapon. It is a popular exercise which helps develop muscle in a well-balanced. This videotape shows the one-length, high techniques and noble idea of Taekwondo to you who love justice and truth. The man coming with trainees is John Dae-young, 6th grade instructor of International Taekwondo Federation. He will coach the trainees now. The instructor has stopped, but the dressing is not desirable. You are undergoing training. Your zeal is high, but you know little about the practice suit. This new practice suit was into the National Taekwondo Federation. It was the suit increases the side of taekwondo and promotes their external taekwondo mode is rising. Piping, laying, and the degree skill and cultural attainment players. The badge of Taekwondo is shown on the front of practice suit. of the Federation. The side is cloven for free movement. The logo drawn on the back symbolizes an evergreen pine. The screen shows the identification of the titles. Are called those with a 4th degree to the 6th, those with degree masters, and a 9th degree holder Grand Masters. For them, studies can be organized. Grades are test awarded by an staff. The instructor began awarding to the international and take responsibilities for the certificate. Double grade promotion is according to the test result. Let's learn exercises with these trainees. First, movements for the 7th grade. And pattern taught before learning movement of things. This of turning and ready posture is parallel ready execution with posture important in training day. A better look into the new movements.
This is a movement in the opponent from the flank. The elbows should not be pushed outward. Turn the body and arms. Place hand under the not intended support. Tips must throw up. This is fingertips. Tool peculiar to Taekwondo shits together. Use vertips to end it. To release from a grab. When the wrist is grabbed, turn the hand vigorously and push forward simultaneously. This movement is primarily used for the tempo. Keep the forearms crossed in front of the chest. Arms are slightly. After striking, the broad 1 centimeter. This is the back fin. The main fin are the system. Defend turns vigorously, heavy pretending the forearms have to push the. Knife hand should not be formed at the beginning, otherwise all muscles are tensed. When striking, turn the head quickly. The feature of this kick is to kick straight downward after raising the foot in a semicircular line. Keep the upper part of the body straight after bending forward at the kicking moment. The purposing kick would target with the heel of the foot and hook the opponent who moves forward during the kicking. When kicking, hook the opponent with the heel and bend the knee simultaneously. Bring the heel close to the body and lay it on the floor. This is the heel widely used for attacking. The knee of the kicking leg must be brought sharply toward the chest. Turn and kick simultaneously with the hands brought close to the chest. Turn the head quickly and see the target and kick it. The kicking foot must be withdrawn immediately after the kick.
Remembering the learned movement pattern again. Look at the crossed parts of fists and forearms. As pattern is a combination of movements made according to reason and meaning, the connecting of movements should be mastered in pattern. Are you sure you can perform the pattern confidently? The zeal of the instructor and the trainee is very good, even in the seashore. This is one of the characteristics of Taekwondoists. Seeing the acts of trainees, let's practice the movements which may be performed wrongly. This is Dosan mass pattern. I think the trainees are qualified to learn two-step sparring.
Two-step sparring is basic sparring. The cry "Ya" before beginning the movements is a signal of the readiness. Two-step sparring is like three-step sparring, but elasticity is required.
The grade is granted. Now, how are the above men used? Adequately. Taekwondo is a weapon of justice and self. Is a climbing not for having rest, but for nourishing the love of the fatherland and training their will. Climbing, of course, must be included in the training schedule. Now let's see the training for the 6th grade. The trainees learn Pat 1 here and sparring. Eight moves and ready posture is close ready stance A. It can be said that pattern is the basis that measures every Taekwondo training, and Taekwondo is important in Taekwondo training. You should try to learn correct patterns. To see new movements.
The leg 8 together. Lay the left hand on the middle joint of the fingers of the loose right fist. The fist raised. When striking, the other fist checking side. Fixed stance is an effective stance for attacks. The weight is both even and the distance between the big toes is about how it advances. The stance is called a left fixed stance, vice versa. This movement is a useful stance for attack and defense. Open the feet as wide as shoulders. Leg stance to the inner knee joint of the other leg. Stance circulatory for frontal and rear kicks. Bent ready stance consists in A and B. The defending tool should brought up to the target in a large circular motion. The shoulder should be a little lower than the opposite one. The hand should be back. Indicating that when the heel on the ground is lifted a little, keep the kicking leg straight and raise as high as possible. The go and reaches the target straight. The movement is to attack a target with the heel and hook the opponent who comes in during the kicking. During the kick, then the kicking leg watch the target.
As you know, every pattern consists of learned movements and new movements. Therefore, the moments you learn, more new movements you master. That is why everyone must learn 4 patterns. Let's see the movements of the trainees. Of the instructor is exact. The kicking ability is wanted. It is a sin in the national gymnastic as flexibility of the leg good, the graceful. Flexibility is necessary not only for the job of the gear. In gymnastics, flexibility is necessary for beautiful movements. This matter gymnast middle-aged Taekwondo instructor looks as flat is. Trainees are enthusiastic. Practice can acquire both the of self-defense and youth. Now, in order to become the 6th grade holder, pattern 1 here and 1 step sparring have to be met.
Circle of Taekwondo slow. The secret of one-step sparring is to deliver a decisive blow at the opponent's vital time with the right weapon, while defending one from the opponent's attack effectively. It is advisable for the trainees to apply all techniques under various conditions.
Some mastered, the 6th granted. The trainees are perfect. The awarded to the trainees. It is decided. Finishing something with an ideal pitching referential point. Let's see.
Certain how quite an important distance between and two traits in whole. Every trainee keep a right to trainee of bad habit movements.
Today, pattern toss and pattern warrior and sparring for 6 and 8 to How are the learned techniques used in our go to a parking place in a city? Taekwondo is his own truth. Trainee had his hand wounded. He has not much. The real film will show you more techniques. Thank you.